from the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. Sports college football rivalry statements joined here in the room by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Canes will get this season underway as Cole meets on the move from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the BYU Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And Jesse, the two transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities we've seen.
Turn it down. Oh.
But now, different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. Listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense. Picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start?
Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive.
Oh, he's got some space. They stopped him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the tailback. Hard running there. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Gets it out quickly, and he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Cougars are rolling down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Elliott. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This time on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, damn, that was the Banco guy. What the fuck?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback running on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gives it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Turner. That's caught. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide, sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boone. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Nakua. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finding an escape route. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Turner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Canes have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First
Yo.
down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense
it's
can't find any
definitely interesting. As I first sipped it, it tasted like one of them Hershey, like dark chocolate joints, like candy bar type deal. But it had a nice little, it was smooth as shit, like no burn to it. Dog, it had like a slight burn, but like nothing too crazy. So then I mixed it with the cream soda, doggone, and it tasted a little different. Like I probably feel like if you mix it, I was thinking to myself, if you mix it, probably just like the Dr. Pepper, maybe cream soda instead of maybe just the regular cream soda, or maybe even a Sprite, but then fuck, that bitch popped that hoe. But then again, as I just finished that cream soda joint now, how I'm thinking that you got to drink that, you got to put that bitch on some ice only, and then let it sit for about motherfucking 3-4 goddamn 5 minutes before you even touch it. Like let that ice, you know what I'm saying, start to settle down in that hole, and then that bitch gonna slap like a motherfucker. Because I'm tasting that now with the cream soda, you know what I'm saying, and how I mixed it with the cream soda. I kind of did it like a half type deal too. So doggone like, but just trying to get the both flavors of that whole. But like now, yeah, I'm gonna try it now to sit back and see the. When I drink scotch, I ain't nothing touching that. Like I might squeeze or like pinch like a little lime juice on that hoe if I want to, like a very hint. But if I'm drinking anything that got scotch attached to it, doggone, it's straight ice cubes. But so I'm thinking that that's how that bitch mean to be.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm.
I'm gonna let that bitch sit here for a second, and then let that ice got doggone bring out the robustness in that motherfucker.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
But shit, I told you, I'm trying to mind shit is the road, man. Like that's what I'm already eligible from. But I got some stuff that I got to get straight for. I do that as far as like, so I gotta go to court, you know what I'm saying, on 25th, 26th, like trying to leave mine, trying to get back, it ain't gonna work. So I'm trying to get up out of here after the 26th. I got a lot going on. Then I gotta pay this damn car insurance shit with here too. I gotta get the motherfucking license and shit, doggone back active, even on just the regular side, because of the damn insurance joint, doggone not being on that hoe right now, because that shit high as fuck. So now I gotta pay the insurance just to get that shit. So I got like a lot going on there. Like,
really nice third down
shit.
sub defense there that time. It's
So even man, I just found that out when I was going to the DMV to get a title for get a copy of my title for my damn Chevy. Doggone that. But I knew that it was a possibility, and I knew that if I would have motherfucking walked in there and handed them my driver license, they probably would have kept that hoe. Then I really would have been, you know what I'm saying, like up shit, creek type shit, like on some other shit. So I just took a picture of my joint and goddamn left my license at the crib, and I just showed them my shit on my phone, like, yo, I lost them hoes. I been using this. Like, yeah, so if it was some bad news on that hoe, I at least still got a physical copy. You feel me? To where if something did come up, like, oh, for real? I ain't know nothing about that. Not where your shit at. You feel me?
Let's see what they talking about with the VA home loan.
What you talking about?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion.
VA helps veterans avoid foreclosure by allowing VA to purchase a portion of delinquent loan.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first and now forcing a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Sweet punt there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Turner. With the catch, it's Carr. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nakua. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy. might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
Set to advance on the football. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane. Offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Pocket breaking down. Skips away from pressure. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the Heat. They're setting up the screen. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. BYU right back to the line. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Nakua. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Boone. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cougar!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The short hands, it's Richard. On the, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Here's a Heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Escapes trouble. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
The Cougars racing to the line in a hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off play action. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
When these wide receivers work in the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He threw
I ain't opened it up yet.
And now they have to take care of the football. Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, K.
That's cool.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice.
As expected. But we could have put up a better fight. Ooh. Oh,